Afraid of a photograph on the front page of every newspaper with Dinkins, Sharpton, Charlie Rangel, Margarita Lopez all in handcuffs protesting his racist quality of life police state. So he tried, as he's often done with me and other people, to avoid the arrest photo either by quickly sort of grabbing them and dragging them away, or in this case, just trying to avoid the handcuffing scene altogether, to make it like, oh, this is all some kind of collegial thing, and and of course today in the papers he was mocking this demonstration, mocking Sharpton, mocking Dinkins and Charlie Rangel. Well, when there's thousands of people here, he's going to have a hard time mocking us.
Did you hear Sharpton's comment though? He said they're changing tactics, it's showing Giuliani's a coward before they went inside. It was a pretty sharp, call on Sharpton's part to clear that. And do you think the press? My question to you really is, do you think the press will go with Sharpton's comment before the arrest?
Well, I'm hoping so. You know,
well, tell me what you're hoping.
You know, there's been a whitewash of Rudy Giuliani the past 2 weeks, which I have an article coming out tomorrow in the New York Press about it. And I'm hoping that if the whitewash is coming to an end, the media, especially because these high-profile elected officials took this move, that it's going to force the media to cover this, whether they have their orders not to or not. I've heard from many reporters Giuliani is staying up late at night, doing everything he can to suppress media coverage on this demonstration and the Diallo issue in general.
Now, how about Sharpton's comment just now? He just said to the world, Giuliani's a coward. Now, that's Sharpton talking to the world about the tactics right here in front of one police plaza.
I'm glad that Sharpton's catching up to what we've been saying for 6 years. We've been here at every day of this demonstration and encouraging him and his people to use our rhetoric, use our signs, because we're not just talking about cops. It doesn't matter whether they arrest these 4 cops or execute them in the public square. That's not going to stop police brutality. Giuliani gives these cops these orders. This is a policy. It's an agenda to do this to black people and to minorities. And just taking these 4 cops and making them the scapegoats, that gives Giuliani a way out. He is a coward, and I guarantee you at some point he'll give up those 4 cops just as a quote-unquote peace offering to try to make this demo stop. But our job in the artist group is to keep the focus on Rudy Gestapo Giuliani and not let it degenerate into a we hate cops or we hate white cops, or all white cops are racist murderers. They're not. But even if they were, if the mayor of this city said, I'm not going to let this happen, that would be the end of it right there.
Now, what about about this? Now it's Congressman Rangel. Now it's Mayor Dinkins. What about now escalating this call to the nation to come, like it was before the South African embassy? This is into the long haul, civil disobedience. What do you think about a national appeal here?
There's no question that there's a problem with racism in police departments across the country. Try watching Cops one night. It's like a white army invading a black third world country, kicking down people's doors, dragging them out of cars. Virtually every quote-unquote suspect is black, and most of them didn't even do anything. The humiliation, the prejudice involved in that show is typical of the way police departments across this country feel about people of color.
Arrest Giuliani!
Who will surprise you when you show up?
Arrest Giuliani! Arrest Giuliani!
Or Barbara Streisand, which is another person that Sharpton mentioned, but he certainly has a lot of pull. He's a very high-profile figure, and for the same reason that I'm here, this is something that white people need to participate in. Yesterday, or I think it was the day before, hundreds of white people turned out for a demonstration in Park Slope because a white girl was stabbed in the back. And I feel a lot of sympathy for her, but where's the outrage of those people that this black man was executed by the police? And why don't they understand that this is much more of a threat to them than that a maniac stabbed a girl in the street? That's not likely to happen to them, but them being executed by police with hollow point bullets, that is a lot more likely to take place.
Okay, thank you, Robert. Thanks for the heads up on that.
I wish you were here today. I got arrested. I was one of the first people to do it.
Take him out! Take him out! Take him out! Take him out! It's our blood. It is black blood. It's our blood. 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 White beaters and killers. White beaters and killers.
That raised a good point. Are more white people getting involved with what many people thought was a black issue at first?
Well, I personally, and as the president of Artists, been involved in this issue since the very day that Amadou Diallo was shot. We've organized our own demonstrations, and we've participated in every single Diallo demonstration that we could be at. I was also arrested here the first day that this started. But I'm personally shocked that more white people aren't here. Whether you care about black people or not, that the police are running a fascist police state is something that every person should be concerned about. It's not a question of whether you're black or poor. Once there's a police state here, you're going to eventually become a victim of it, even if you're a billionaire. And if you look at what Giuliani's done with this forfeiting people's cars and taking their DNA, that's not just going to happen to poor people. That's going to happen to anybody in this city when they get pulled over for the slightest infraction. And that's something to be concerned about.
You were arrested the other day. What do these folks have in store? What's Congressman Rangel going to go through for the next hour or two?
Well, Giuliani is making these arrests as light as possible because he wants to avoid the kind of criticism of running a brutal police state that this represents. But no matter how nice they arrest you, no matter that they're wearing a smile or using plastic handcuffs instead of steel, or just keeping you for 2 hours instead of making you lay on a filthy concrete floor overnight in the Tombs, an arrest is an arrest. A police state is a police state, and a fascist dictator is a fascist dictator. And no matter what kind of a smiley clown face or dressing up in drag that he tries to do to make it look like some kind of soft and cuddly police state, it's still a vicious, brutal violation of human rights and civil rights. This man, Adolf Giuliani, should be arrested, not simply voted out of office. He should be immediately placed under arrest by the Attorney General of New York State. If not that, then the governor of New York State should institute the impeachment proceedings that only he can start, because this man is a danger to civil society. Rather than making a civil society, he is bringing this civil society to an end, increasing racial tensions and hostility in this city. And there's going to be riots here, and understandably so. People are not going to take this anymore, and nobody can blame them.
What's your name, sir?
Robert Letterman. I'm the president of Artists. It's Artists' Response to Illegal State Tactics. We've been fighting Giuliani since the very first day he was in office.
He's the worst man. If you want to get your shots off,
A crime!
freedom of the press is not a crime.
Freedom of the press is not a crime!
Freedom of the press is not a crime.
Freedom of the press is not a crime!
Freedom of the press is not a crime.
Freedom of the press is not a crime!
Freedom of the press is not a crime.
Freedom of speech is not a crime!
Freedom of speech is not a crime.
Freedom of speech is not a crime!
Freedom of speech is not a crime.
Freedom of speech is not a crime!
Freedom of speech is not a crime.
Freedom of speech is not a crime!
Freedom of speech is not a crime.
Good.